We're gonna see just how far we can shoot this muzzleloader accurately. Today we're at Coleman's Creek in Ellerby, North Carolina, and we're on their 1200 yard range. We've got the CVA Endura Pro. We've done a couple videos on this, one with blackhorn powder and one with smokeless powder. We've got some pretty good groups, and we're gonna see just how far we can stretch this out. We made sure of the 100 yard zero. We've got these Revic Accura BR10 Gen 2 binoculars set up where all we have to do is range the target and they give us the correction. We make the correction and hopefully we shoot and hit right on target. So our elevation correction is up 3 MOA. Boom. I was holding just left of center in the middle, so we hit just a little bit high, it looks like. All right, let's go to 300. So today we're using Vihtavuori N120 smokeless powder, Power Belt ELR, 285 grain, 45 caliber bullets, and CCI 200 large rifle primers. Let's do this. It says 301 or up 7.1 MOA, so I'm gonna dial 7 MOA. I'm gonna shoot the little small target in the middle. I'm gonna say small, it's probably 10 inches. There it is. Just a little bit high again on that little target. We just shot a muzzleloader and hit an easy 10-inch circle just barely high where I was aiming at 300 yards. Let's keep going. Since we're hitting just a little bit high, we checked our speed, and our speed is about 25 feet per second faster. It's a little bit cooler. We redid all those measurements, put them into the binoculars, resynced the binoculars, and now instead of 12.5, it's telling us 12.1. We dialed to 12.25 because I don't really have a 12.1 on this scope, and we're gonna take a shot at 400. Why would we hit left? Oh yeah, we did have some wind on that shot. So we're gonna hold right edge, which will be about 1 MOA right, which is what the binoculars told us to do based on a 2-mile-an-hour wind. We'll see what we got. Boom, dead center. Yep, that was definitely the wind correction that we needed. It's crazy that a 2-mile-an-hour wind, but this is a pretty big bullet, so it's gonna affect it, obviously. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go to 500. So this says 503, and it says up 18.2. The wind is changing on us, and I'm trying to figure out. Yep, it's saying still basically about a 1 MOA correction. All right, we're going for 500 yards. I see the plate swinging. I can't see where I hit it, but must have hit it low because we can only see like the top half of the silhouette basically because there's grass on the berm in front of it. Actually, all right, so I just zoomed in some. I think I hit it dead center. So we moved the spot and scope over here. Maybe it's 2 inches right of center elevation wise, pretty well perfect, and dead on at 500. Beautiful. Let's take her out to 6. 25.4 and 0.8 MOA. I'm gonna hold right edge of the target. Let me adjust my parallax. All right, here we go. I didn't see it, did you? I didn't hear anything either, did you? 25.4, that's 25. So it should have been there. All right, here goes our second shot at 600. I'm gonna aim a little bit higher and just a hair more right. Elevation was pretty well on, wasn't it? Well, let's see if we can load it fairly fast with this wind and shoot another one right there. Did that hit right edge? It splashed different. So we're pretty sure I hit it. It splashed way differently, but we can't see exactly where it hit. So we're gonna go ahead and try to move on to 700. If we don't hit 700, we'll probably have to ride out there and see where I hit the 600. So the binoculars give us a 33.6 MOA up and a 1 MOA correction right. I keep looking back here at this flag because it's our best indicator. That's the wind I want right there. That's the wind I input into the binoculars. Low. And maybe a little bit left, huh? My bullet app says 34.4. Still low. All right, let's shoot again. I'm just gonna aim where I saw it hit.
You hit it.
That's pretty awesome. 700 yards with a 285 grain bullet. That was on 34.5, and I added about 3 MOA to it. Right, we're back at 800. Adrian made some true-in adjustments with the Revic app, and we've got our scope dialed in. Hopefully, anyways. We'll see. It says a 1.4 MOA, right, but I got nothing too. I guess we'll shoot one more and see where it... I'm gonna aim a little left, because there's no wind right now whatsoever, and it's gonna travel to the right. That was about 3 MOA low, it looks like. Yes. 800 yards. Elevation wise, pretty well right where I was aiming at. It just hit a little bit left edge, and maybe that's because, I don't know if the wind may be doing something a little bit different downrange, but that's pretty daggum awesome. You know we got to try 900 now. So you said 68? This scope just keeps running, doesn't it? No wind, and it said no correction, no wind correction off of that. So, all right, here we go. You ready? Hit low, didn't? Huh? Yep. No, it hit it. Yep. I just saw a splash, and then I just heard the sound. It hit a little bit low left, I think. Hot dog. 900 yards. Now you know we got to go to 1,000. If the scope will do it, we got to try to do it. We just topped out our scope at 79.75 MOA, and we needed 80. So I'm going to aim just a little bit high. There's a yellow flag out there as well that's not doing anything. Yeah, it's basically saying 0 adjustment. All right, I'll aim dead center and let's take a shot. Pretty far right and just a hair low, huh? The wind must be doing something different out there.
It says 80 up and left 3.9.
That'd basically be about where I needed to be at. Here's a second shot at 1,000. We're basically going to make the corrections in the scope as opposed to dialing anything. We're going to be about 4 MOA left, and I'm going to aim just off the top of it. That's a really good sound. So we just took the CVA Endura Pro with the smokeless Vitavori N120 powder, walked it from 200 yards out to 1,000 yards. I need to mention this scope. This is the Hawke Endurance 30 FD 3-14 by 44 scope. This is a regular hunting scope. We had at least 79.75 elevation adjustment based on where we were zeroed at. We did all of our left and right corrections just based off of the scope, not dialing anything. Super impressed with that thing. Pretty awesome. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Share it with all your friends. If you really like what we're doing, hit the subscribe button, because we've got a new video coming at you every Sunday and you don't want to miss them. You never know when we're going to take a CVA Endura Pro muzzleloader and stretch it out to 1,000 yards. Main thing is, thanks for watching.